Hey everybody, Danny from Absolute here again, and today we're gonna go over another linear speed drill. It's called the falling start. Falling starts are great. We're getting a nice explosive movement off the line and being able to travel these far distances in a very short period of time, which is what we're looking for. All right, my friend Mike here is gonna help me demonstrate. All right, now as we get set up, easiest way to do this, do a couple hops, get those feet right under you. Excellent, about hip width apart. All right, so from here is on command. When the trainer says go, the athlete's gonna lean as far forward as he can before he has to take that first step, all right? From there, they're gonna just haul it down. Mike, are you ready?
Ready.
And go. Lean, drive, 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 drive. Very nice. All right, guys, two of the most common faults during this exercise are breaking at the hips or taking that first step a little too early, both of which are gonna hinder your performance and slow you down a little bit. All right, what I mean by breaking at the hips is as we get into this first stride, a lot of people, they won't really activate that posterior chain, they won't squeeze their glutes. Right? So when they take this first step, they get that braking force right here, through the hip and through the foot. That's gonna slow you down a little bit. All right, greatest coaching cue to get them out of that position is at the start, have them fire the glutes and squeeze the quads. All right, from here, they can kind of get that forward leaning and then really drive off that back calf muscle. The second most common fault that you run into during these falling starts is taking that first stride too early. All right, and what I mean by that is, as these athletes start to approach this line, they're not really confident in their abilities to get this stride in. All right, so what we see the most is when they take the step and immediately push off. All right, we want to try and hold on to that forward lean as long as we can to really activate that posterior chain. Right, one thing we also see as they take this early stride is a heel strike. Right, we want to avoid heel striking as much as we can, especially on the beginning of the sprint, because what that's going to do is going to create a braking force and actually slow you down. Right, in a perfect world, as these athletes approach this line, they get ready, they keep those glutes engaged, keep those quads engaged, and lean, lean, and take that first step right into the ball of their feet. Next drill we're gonna go over is the kneeling start. Again, great linear speed drill, help increase that speed. All right, so the athlete is gonna start in a kneeling position. From here, we wanna maintain a nice shin angle. All right, we're gonna drive that knee forward, all right, to a point where that heel comes slightly off the ground, kind of like when the wall drilled, credit card. All right, we also wanna mimic the same torso angle as our shin angle here. All right, so for starting positions, whatever knee is forward, opposite hand is gonna be up towards the face, same side hand be back towards the cheek. Right, as you run, we should move in those hands cheek to cheek. Now this is a command-based drill. When I say go, Mike is gonna take off, drive those knees hard, sprint 10 yards. Mike, you ready?
Ready.
Go. Drive. Mike did an excellent job at demonstrating that drill, but here are a couple common faults, all right? So as we get into this kneeling position, if this shin angle is too vertical, we're not gonna be able to go forward. Our body's gonna lift up and then we're gonna increase that wind resistance, which is an actual thing, all right? We wanna maintain that shin angle forward. Again, if I'm here on my first stride, I'm gonna stand up way too tall. We wanna go forward, not up. So easiest way to correct that, have the athlete move his knee over those toes, get that heel just off the ground and just lean slightly forward. Make them hold this position, all right? That quad should be burning. They might feel a little off balance. That's fine, all right? They're just gonna get right down and on go, they're gonna take off. Common fault number 2 on these kneeling starts is being too far forward, all right? Again, we're trying to move against gravity here. If I'm too far forward with my shoulders on this start here and this shin angle is too high, I'm gonna lean forward on my start and I'm gonna start tumbling forward, all right? Best coaching cue, reset them to here, lean the knee forward, let the shoulders lean forward. All right, hold this position, that quad should be burning, that calf should be burning. And again, the heel just off the ground. Make them hold this, and then on go, try and have them take one stride. You want them to go forward, not up, and definitely not down, all right? One step, here. We do this a couple times, and then we get right into the drill.